Posted by you/SailorsMoon20. I, 28F, am friends with this girl, let's call her June, 28F. My husband, 32M, and I often hang out with June and her boyfriend, double dates, weekend trips, etc. We've known each other for over 2 years, and I would say that the four of us were pretty tight as a group, up until this weekend. My husband is an orthodontist. One of his patients is June's half-sister, Rhea, 12F. June is often the one accompanying Rhea to her dental appointments. June is also a small-time online influencer. She's always recording, vlogging, and such. Though my husband and I have made it clear to her that we're absolutely not okay with our faces in her vlogs, she seemed to respect that boundary. We don't use social media, apart from Reddit, and we trusted her word when she said she wouldn't post us online. Cut to last weekend, my brother sent me a TikTok link with the message, "Hey, you gotta check this out." I opened the link, and it directed me to June's TikTok account. She doesn't have many followers, but the particular video he sent me had like 500,000 views. Lo and behold, it was a video compilation of my husband with the title, "God, I see what you've done for others." The video was honestly the creepiest thing I've ever seen. She had recorded my husband during various double dates, and it was clear he wasn't even aware he was being recorded. In some of the clips, she would start with her face and then pan the camera toward my husband with a cutesy expression, mouthing words like, "Oh my God." The worst one was when he was working on her half-sister, Rhea, wearing scrubs, and she had even recorded that. She didn't bother to blur out the kid's face while she was lying on the dental chair. I showed the video to my husband, and he was horrified. He said it made him feel so uncomfortable and violated, knowing that someone had been secretly recording him. He was especially angry that she'd recorded him while working on a patient. He texted her, asking her to take down the video and delete every video she had of him. At first, she feigned ignorance, then she said she meant no harm and that it was all for online engagement since, I quote, "TikToks with hot guys go viral very fast," and that she had gained a lot of followers after posting it. This was also weird, but my husband and I got our families and friends to report the video, and thankfully it's being taken down now. This pissed off June, and she sent me a long text saying I was jealous of her online success and that I couldn't stand seeing her succeed. I replied, saying, "You're delusional and unhinged. You're not successful, and you'll never be. Stay away from us, you creepy weirdo." Now she's all weepy and depressed, telling our mutual friends how mean I was to her. She's also been posting about mental health on her socials and how some women are mean with their words, lol. Update 2 days later. I don't want to make another post for the same thing, and I doubt I'll be updating again. My husband's practice reached out to Rhea's parents and informed them about the situation via email, as they wanted everything documented, as I mentioned in the comments. The parents have responded. They are shocked and very, very apologetic. They have agreed to chaperone Rhea at her appointments instead of June. They wanted to meet my husband personally to apologize, but he informed them that it won't be necessary. June's TikTok video is still in the process of being taken down. No new updates on that. I guess she contested the reports or something, I'm not entirely sure, but my husband and I have blocked her. My brother is keeping an eye on her account, though, just in case she posts something else about us. We'll see what to do when it happens. We're going to consult a lawyer if she bothers us again in the future. My husband is kind of shaken up /upset /annoyed about this whole thing. He's taken some days off from work, and so have I. We'll plan a trip somewhere, maybe, to take his mind off these things. Right now, I need to be there for him. I won't be posting anything for now. We haven't contacted her boyfriend yet. My husband is not in the right headspace right now, and I feel it'll be better if we focus on ourselves for the time being. We don't want the added headache of how the boyfriend will react if he's in on this, or whatever. We'll inform him after some time. I know this is selfish, but I think it's for the best. Thank you all for the responses. Second update 3 weeks later. We thought the drama was over, but nope. We filled June's boyfriend in on everything, and he was shocked, hurt, and confused. It turns out June managed his social media, and he had no clue what she was posting. He thanked us, and we thought that was it, but then he asked to meet up, saying he needed to discuss something. To be honest, we were extremely hesitant to meet with him. We were so done with the drama and didn't want to get sucked back in, but he seemed genuinely concerned and willing to listen, so we agreed. At the meeting, he revealed he had confronted June. She broke down, professed her love, and claimed her obsession with my husband was for social media clout. Apparently, his total package made for great content. When he asked to see her phone, she refused. So, he checked her laptop, and he found hundreds of sneaky photos and videos of my husband. And, for laughs, she had pictures of me looking my absolute worst, mouth open while eating, weird faces, the works. I think I'm pretty good looking, but these photos were the opposite. It's like she wanted to prove a point about my husband's ugly wife. June's boyfriend dumped her, but honestly, we're even more freaked out now. The scale of her obsession is terrifying. Hundreds of photos and videos? That's not just a crush, that's fixation. The thought of her escalating to something more is keeping us up at night. As a small consolation, June's boyfriend made her delete the videos from her social media and laptop, but God knows how many more copies she has. Despite June not reaching out after all this went down, we're still on high alert. Her radio silence is kind of unnerving, and we're bracing ourselves for whatever might come next. Hopefully, it is in fact just for social media clout, not some weird baby reindeer type obsession with my husband. It's kind of unsettling how she was friends with me for over 2 years, we hung out often, we've gone on weekend trips with her and her boyfriend, we have so many mutual friends, and yet no one knew she was doing this behind our backs. Either I'm bad at reading people, or she's very good at being sneaky and deceptive. I'm also mentally kicking myself for not realizing that someone was taking pictures of me. I feel my husband and I both need to be less dumb and more aware of our surroundings, lol. On a brighter note, Rhea's parents are super thankful to my husband for still treating Rhea after everything. That's it for now. Hopefully, this is really the end. Up in the comments. We're kind of scared because she knows where we live, where we usually hang out, where I work, and where my husband works. We're going to talk to a lawyer to see what options we have. Our apartment has 24-hour security, so I doubt she can do anything there. I'm more worried about our workplaces, to be honest. Third update 1 week later. I really didn't want to update this situation, but things have taken a seriously dark turn. When I posted about June's thing for my husband a month ago, I thought it was just some weird crush. It's flat out terrifying now. The day after my last post, my husband got a super creepy message from a random number, "You have got it all wrong. Please meet me. I'll make you understand." We freaked out. Lawyers and cops are on it, trying to get a restraining order. Both our workplaces have ramped up security, and we've warned friends and family to keep an eye out. This whole thing is destroying my husband's mental health. He's anxious 24/7, wondering if he's being followed. He's stopped going to work because the feeling of being watched is overwhelming. We're trying to prioritize his safety. And honestly, it's breaking my heart. The other night, he broke down in tears. I've never seen him cry before. It was shattering. He's been talking to a therapist online, trying to cope with the stress and anxiety, but even that's not easing his mind. He's consumed by fear for my safety, constantly worrying that June will harm me to get to him. We're covering our bases, security cams, dash cams, the whole works, and I've scoured our home twice for any hidden devices, thank God, all clear. If things get worse, we're prepared to up and move. Honestly, it's better to have a life in a different state than be unalived here. It's heartbreaking to think about leaving our friends, family, and everything behind, but we'll do what it takes to stay safe. Some of the advice on here was really helpful, and I've done most of what was suggested. If anyone, has any more insights, please share. I'm desperate at this point, to be honest.